Well, when a pole shift happens, the Earth is spinning at about 1,000 kilometers an hour. So when a pole shift happens, it stops spinning. What happens then is the water displacement happens. So the water keeps moving. So you're going to get not 30-foot, 50-foot waves. You're going to get 2-mile high waves that'll go crash across. You're also going to get land subduction. So you get landmass subduction. You're going to have one weaker plate going under the other plates, and where the land is soft, you're going to have mountain building, or you're going to have volcanic activity. So the safer places to be is on a plate, like a rock plate, like they have in Alberta, they have them in Russia, they have them in Africa, they have places in central United States. I believe there's a few places. And you want it high enough. So all of these things are going to happen. You're going to have the pole shift, this land subduction, you're going to have volcanoes, you're going to have all of this. So all of this will set one thing off. The West Coast is not a safe place to be. And I know I've heard certain people talk, not mentioning names, but that they think their consciousness, if they meditate, it'll save that. And we have to be realistic about this consciousness saving the Earth from what we are, from the cataclysmic element. First of all, the reason we have to put it in perspective is that I don't know anyone who can, any light workers or whatever, that can put out a candle with their attention, or even make it flicker with their attention. So when you have massive Earth changes, to say we're all 1,000 people are going to meditate and stop that, it's not real. And it's not that it's not a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's not a good thing to be collective and meditate together. But put it in perspective and be humble and allow Mother Earth to do what she needs to do to clear the process. We have to have a clearing to get rid of the dirt and the filth that has been created by the Illuminati and the New World Order and those people, and to start things fresh. We have to have that. And it's not a bad thing. People shouldn't fear the death. They should understand that this shell, this container, we've had many containers for our spirit. And it's just temporary on this plane for this time. So if we really want to help the Earth right now, is spread the light through the conscious understanding of what's going on and help people put their attention on the truth. Because the last thing you want to do is be thinking, well, I'm going to meditate and there won't be any problem, and then all of a sudden be watching a 2-mile high wave coming your way. You want to say, I mean, if that happens, you want to be in a place where you accept it already. You're not in fear of it. Or you're in a safe place where you can help start the new age.
That they're being, I guess, infiltrating their consciousness may actually conjure up a fear of what's to come.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to fear. The worst case is we die, and we've died many times. You know, death takes a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and we're dead. You know, it's living in fear between now and that moment is living death for a year, or 2 years, or 3 years. So why live death? Live life, live spiritual, put our attention on what we can control, not what we can't control. And don't try to control things that we shouldn't want to control. Let the Earth do what she knows best. We don't. She knows what she needs to do. And if she has to clear and help us, you know, establish the new age of humankind and the new golden age, spiritual age, then let her do that. And let's support it and not worry about if we're going to die or not die. And use your own vibration to guide you to where you should be. And that's the key. It's just, that's how we need to position ourselves, not by worry and fear. And 2012 is not about fear. We can create fear out of it if we want, but it's not about fear. It's about love, and it's about transformation, and it's you know, it's like we're children. We're all children, and we're this infants that, you know, we need a safe place to play, a safe place to grow. And the world isn't safe with the people that are in control now. And they've embedded themselves so strongly into this system, and they're so deceitful and manipulative and dark, ugly, elements that, we are used to seeing them. But that's not who we are. Not at all. We're light. We're beautiful light beings. And our connection to the higher realms and the higher connection is who we are. So let's take our attention off the lower self, take our connection off the lower densities, and start positioning ourselves to the light, because that's where we're going and who we are.
Great, excellent answer. And this one comes from Jocelyn, who's in the United States, and Jocelyn asks, one of my friends, a professional psychic, said they received information that many advanced spiritual beings are involved in a major project to raise Earth's consciousness. Do you feel this as well? And if so, can you shed more light on it, about the project, when it will occur in Earth time, and how we will be affected, and what we can do to best prepare for change?
When we start going outward, going to psychics for their insight, we're giving up our power. When we're going outward to churches or gurus, we're giving up our power of self. And I don't mean ego power, I mean power of our own development. Because to develop our spiritual self is very subtle. And we need to become more subtle so that we can vibrate at the frequency of the next dimension, the next plane. And if we don't allow ourselves to become subtle, if we start going outward for answers everywhere and say, well, they say, then we're not trusting our own vibration and our own understanding. So we need to start there. We need to trust ourselves and go inward and find our own balance and our own path. And from there, all those questions will be answered.
Now, this one comes from Nicola, who's in the United Kingdom. And Nicola asks, I am in a state of chaos at the moment with an innate awareness of a deeper spiritual awakening in the not-too-distant future. Part of the chaos for me is letting go of deep-rooted patterns and letting go of the old me. Is it possible to speed up the chaos and integration process, or is there an element of needing to be in the chaos in order to find the stillness before moving on? I'm spiritually impatient.
The chaos, I think everybody's feeling the chaos. And it's translating what the chaos is. We're feeling it vibrationally. It becomes this unsettled feeling to a lot of people. They're starting to feel, oh, there's something happening. I don't know. I want to move. It's like almost like a squirming spiritually. And it's not a bad thing, but what that chaos is that she's talking about is true. There's deep-rooted patterns that we've established in this lower self or lower density. And when we let go of those patterns, the old person or the old illusions start to disappear, and we start aligning ourselves with what's coming, the spiritual connection. So there's a lot of people that are in the middle. They're trying to hold on to that past illusion of, 9-to-5 jobs, this and this, trying to work that process when, that process is disappearing a lot quicker than people know. And the key is to align with what's coming and not what was. And I think that's what she needs to do is, find the stillness that she's talking about. And don't be spiritually impatient. Just be in meditation and try really hard to find that balance, because that will, allow her to align with what's coming. The transformational age, because we need a lot of the new age needs spiritual foundations. So not everyone's going to die. Now there'll be transition. This is actually a beautiful time to be alive. We've chosen this time. Everybody who's listening has chosen this time to be here. We didn't come here out of fear, because in the state of spirit, we knew this was a very special time for our evolution. So let's use it. Let's take the role that we're supposed to play, get out there and spread the word but not in fear. Don't understand what's coming. Don't fear what's coming. And just align with the light consciousness, because that's where the truth is. And go inward. Don't go to psychics. Don't go outward and try to find the answers somewhere else. Go in. We all have the connection. You don't have to go to anyone else for the connection. Be your own guru and master. That's the key. Be your own guru.
Excellent thought. Well, Brad, we're literally coming to the end of our time together today, and I'd actually love to have you back on the program, because really we've touched on such a wide terrain, and I know it's a topic of deep fascination for people. And I guess with all the questions that have come in, hopefully people have really, whether we address your questions specifically or not, I'm sure you'll agree that you've gathered deep insight into this time, and I'd certainly really love to continue on this conversation later on in the year, and certainly keep bringing this new level of awareness to planet Earth.
Yeah, it's needed, very much so.
Yeah.
And what else I mention is just everyone try to share the understanding. Go out and talk to police officers about the chemtrails in the sky. Go out and talk to members of parliament or senators or congressmen or whoever is out there, and tell them what's going on, and see where they're, just say that you're concerned and that they should represent you. And I think that's what people need to do. Just tell everyone. So when things do start happening, there's doubt in a lot of their minds. The police, the armies, the civilians, everyone will have an idea of what's going on, and it won't be a surprise. And that's how we can win this thing and make it vibrate properly.
I just really wanted to take this opportunity, Brad, to just really honour and acknowledge the work that you're doing in the world. It's a real bright light to bring this awareness to planet Earth in the way that you're doing, and I just wanted to acknowledge you for that.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope everyone who's listened tonight and today will do their part. Join the battle. Let's get to work. The new age is coming, and we're setting the tone. We're the building blocks. We're the golden bricks of this new age. So everybody's part of that. We all have a role to play, and just it'll come together. Just stand together. It's really important that we don't identify with outward things, other gurus, all these other things, these falsehoods. Go inward and just find who you really are and connect to the light consciousness. Sit quiet and ask at night for the light to come in you and guide you. And it will. I mean, it's there waiting. And it's not attached to any religion or religious belief or dogma or clairvoyant or master or anything. It's just you. It's your connection. And use it. You're part of the living library. Use your library card. Open the door and start accessing who you are. And all this information I'm telling you, you can verify within yourself.
Just wanted to thank everyone at home for being a very important part of this process, and without it, this show certainly couldn't be in the form that it is today. So thank you.